Hello friends, today we are to see next reactions of alkenes, that is hydroboration, ozonolysis and reduction, catalytic reductions. Here we are to see. In case of hydroboration, first of all we have to start with hydroboration. In hydroboration, when alkene reacts with boron hydride, gives trialkyl boron. Trialkyl boron undergoes oxidation in presence of hydrogen peroxide, gives trialkoxyboron, and this trialkoxyboron undergoes alkaline hydrolysis, gives alcohol as a product. So here 3 moles of alkene reacts with 1 mole of boron, that is boron hydride, gives 3 moles of alcohol. Now here we have to see simple example. When CH2 double bond CH2 reacts with BH3. This BH3 is boron trihydride, which is generated from B2H6, that is diboron. This is diboron, which is converted to this boron hydride. Here this boron hydride added like this H, this BH2. This H attaches to one carbon and this boron attaches to another carbon. So here this is the 4-member cyclic transition state is generated, which is immediately converted to product. So here this is the transition state is generated, CH2, CH2, here there is BH2, and this is converted into CH3, CH2, BH2. Now this is reacts with again 2 moles of CH2 double bond CH2. In the same way, addition of H and boron takes place to both the carbons, and we get here CH3 CH2 thrice boron. So in this way all the 3 hydrogens transfer to 3 carbons of the 3 alkenes and boron attaches to all the 3 carbons. So here we get trialkyl boron. Now this trialkyl boron undergoes oxidation. So this is here CH3 CH2 thrice boron undergoes oxidation in presence of hydrogen peroxide H2O2. So there is a loss of water and we get here CH3 CH2O, that is trialkoxyboron. Trialkoxyboron. Now this trialkoxyboron undergoes alkaline hydrolysis in presence of OH minus. So here it undergoes H and OH. So we get here 3 moles of CH3 CH2 OH, that is alcohol, plus BOH thrice. So this is boric acid is lost as a byproduct and we get here alcohol as a product. So here 3 moles of alkene reacts with boron hydride, that is BH3, gives first trialkyl boron. Trialkyl boron converted to trialkoxyboron, which undergoes hydrolysis, gives alcohol as a product. So in this way, here we have seen the simple example of hydroboration reaction in which alkenes are converted into alcohols with the help of boron hydride. When we have examples such as CH3 CH2 CH double bond CH2. So here this is butane, 1 butane. When 3 moles of this butane reacts with boron hydride, which is generated from diboron B2H6, we get here CH3 CH2 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 3 boron. So this is tributyl boron. So this is tributyl butyl borane undergoes oxidation in presence of H2O2, gives tributyloxyborane CH3 CH2 CH2 CH2O, and further undergoes hydrolysis. We get butanol, 3 moles of 1 butanol plus boric acid. So here we get butanol as a product from this. So here this is the simple hydration reaction. Overall we get here there is addition of hydrogen and boron to the both olefinic carbons, and finally again 2 moles reacts further. We get trialkylborane undergoes oxidation, gives trialkoxyborane. Trialkoxyborane undergoes alkaline hydrolysis, gives alcohol as a product. So in this way, here in overall hydroboration reaction we get alcohols from alkenes. Now the next reaction we have to see, that is ozonolysis. In ozonolysis, alkene reacts with ozone. Ozone is O3, gives first ozonoid, that is CH2, here oxygen, here oxygen, oxygen. So this is called as 5-member ring system called as ozonoid. This ozonoid undergoes decomposition in presence of zinc, undergoes hydrolysis. So here there is a formation of 2 carbonyl compounds. Zinc catches this oxygen, so we get here 2 moles of CH double bond O. So here this is CH2O, that is HCHO, and this HCHO. So here we get 2 moles of carbonyl compound plus here there is a loss of H2O2. So here we get carbonyl compound, 2 carbonyl compounds from the alkene. So if we see ozone, so this is O3 is having structure OOO. Here if we have positive charge here and then negative charge here, or this can be having next resonating structure, that is O minus, O, and here there is a O plus. So this is actually 1,3 dipolar species, 1, 2, 3. So there are the 2 poles, that is negative and positive, are separated by 1,3 position. So when it reacts with alkene, first gives 5-member ring system which converted to this ozonoid. Ozonoid is converted to carbonyl compounds. Now I have to see next example. When we have CH3 CH double bond CH CH3, that is butane, 2-butene. When it reacts with O3, then we get CH CH3 CH3 O. This ozonoid is undergoes this oxygen trapped by zinc hydrolysis. So here we get CH3 C double bond OH, 2 moles of acetaldehyde molecule. So 2 moles of acetaldehyde. So this plus H2O2. When we have example of unsymmetrical alkene such as CH3 CH double bond CH3 CH3, when it reacts with O3, that is ozone, we get here CH3 CH O C CH3 CH3, this ozonoid. Now this ozonoid reacts with zinc metal. So zinc takes this oxygen and here we get this carbonyl compound and this carbonyl compound. So here CH3 CHO, plus CH3CO CH3, CH3 C double bond O CH3. So when 1 mole of acetaldehyde and 1 mole of acetone we get after the loss of H2O2, or it may gives zinc oxide. So in this way we can have this ozonolysis reaction. In the ozonolysis reaction, alkene is converted into carbonyl compound. If you see the simple general description of this ozonolysis, here this breaks into 2 carbonyl compounds finally after ozonolysis. So we get here this double bond O and here this double bond O. So here there is a oxidation takes place here, and alkene is converted into 2 carbonyl compounds. So this is very important and very famous reaction for the preparation of desirable carbonyl compounds. If we want 2 moles of acetaldehyde, then we can treat here 2-butene. If we want 2 moles of acetone, then we can have here this is 2,3-dimethyl 2-butene. So we can incorporate here methyl, so we get here 2 moles of acetone. So which carbonyl compound we want, so accordingly we can select the particular alkene which undergoes ozonolysis, finally gives carbonyl compounds as a product. So in this way, here we have seen ozonolysis reaction. Now the next reaction we have to see reduction. Now we have to see reduction. In the reduction of alkenes, we can have here 2 types. One is catalytic reduction in presence of nickel, platinum or palladium catalysts, which are called as heterogeneous catalysis. So here we have heterogeneous catalysis, and second we may have homogeneous catalysis or homogeneous catalyst. So when the alkenes reacts with hydrogen molecule or it undergo hydrogenation in presence of nickel, platinum or palladium catalyst, undergoes hydrogenation and gives alkanes as a product. So when we have alkene reacts with hydrogen molecule in presence of nickel, platinum or palladium catalyst, so these all are the heterogeneous catalysis. In this heterogeneous catalysis, this hydrogen gas or hydrogen molecule adsorb on this surface of this catalyst. So here there is a adsorption takes place, and we get here addition of hydrogen from the same side. So here we get hydrogen. So here we get alkane from alkene. So in this way, this is the simple hydrogenation reaction. This is heterogeneous catalysis because which is not soluble. When we have simple alkenes such as CH2 double bond CH2 reacts with hydrogen in presence of palladium catalyst at around 25 degrees Celsius, we get ethane CH3 CH3. When we have cyclohexene reacts with hydrogen in presence of nickel catalyst, we have cyclohexane. So in this way, hydrogen added across the double bond in presence of these catalysts. So these are the heterogeneous catalyst, so which are actually insoluble, in which on the surface of catalyst hydrogen gas gets adsorbed, and here then it added across the double bond. So in this way we are having this reduction, that is catalytic reduction, heterogeneous catalysis. Now we have to see next homogeneous catalyst. The very famous homogeneous catalyst which is soluble in our solvent, that homogeneous catalyst is Wilkinson's catalyst. So here the metal complexes of rhodium or ruthenium in presence of phosphorus or other ligands. So the simple famous catalyst is tris triphenylphosphine PPH3 thrice and rhodium chloride. So this is here tris triphenylphosphine rhodium chloride. So this catalyst invented by the scientist Wilkinson for the homogeneous catalysis, because these are soluble in solvent. When they reacts with alkene, undergoes hydrogenation, and this hydrogenation takes place cis or syn manner. So this is the cis or syn hydrogenation reaction. When we have example of this AR, fluoro-nitro, this CH double bond CH CH3 reacts with hydrogen in presence of this catalyst, Wilkinson catalyst. We get here this product. There is a hydrogenation takes place here, and we get so here this hydrogenated product here we obtain. When we have example of compounds such as 1,2-dimethyl cyclohexene, it undergoes hydrogenation in presence of this catalyst PPH3 thrice rhodium chloride, and we get here the product in which here these both the methyls are on same side and this hydrogens are on same side. So here this is syn or cis addition reaction. So the hydrogenation reaction is cis or syn addition reaction in which both the hydrogen atoms attach from the same side with respect to double bond. So this reaction is called as cis hydrogenation reaction. When we want to perform here highly stereospecific or highly stereoselective reaction, then we can replace one of the ligand with chiral moiety. So enantiospecific reaction we can perform. So in this way, here these are the examples of homogeneous and heterogeneous catalysis in the reduction reaction of alkene here we have discussed. Thank you.